Today in election news, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, the 9th President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, today registered his name at the state election headquarters to officially stand as a candidate for the June 12th 10th presidential election. According to the semi-official student news agency ISNA, following his registration, Ahmadinejad told a group of journalists, quote, "I do not have any official campaign headquarters which I am myself managing or leading." He added, quote, "My duty is to announce my readiness to serve the people, and I do not have any sources of finance to spend on a campaign, and even if I did, I would not have deemed it necessary to spend it on campaigning." He then described elections as, quote, "a national celebration," and said, quote, "Those who want to introduce me should only speak realistically about the performances, if needed, and no one has the right to exaggerate." Akbar Alami, the former Tabriz deputy in Iran's Majlis, this afternoon and on the 4th day of registrations, officially signed to stand in the 10th round of presidential elections in Iran at the state election headquarters. According to ISNA, after registering, Alami told reporters, quote, "We are on the threshold of entering a crisis of legitimacy and acceptability, and in the last 30 years we have reached this situation because of the incompetence on the part of some, and on the part of others, their lack of accountability vis-à-vis the people." He also said that, quote, "A small group in power does not allow 70 million Iranians from entering the arena of power," adding, quote, "Under these circumstances, which are the product of the years past, we find ourselves in a phase of insecurity, which we must get out of, and instead of creating tension in the world, we must employ our capacities for reforming the present situation." Mohsen Rezai, the secretary of the Expediency Council, also officially entered the presidential race by registering this morning at the state election headquarters, after which he told reporters that he is standing for election, quote, "with the aim of rescuing the country's economy." He added, quote, "The economy of our country requires a fundamental change, and we want to carry out this change by forming a coalition government." Rezai also criticized the economic policies of the past 4 decades, saying that Iran's economy has been, quote, "derailed," and has suffered from being, quote, "traditional and state-run by a weak management." Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani, chairman of the Assembly of Experts, yesterday criticized the performance of the current government without naming the president. He said at a gathering of the students of the Islamic Azad University in the city of Parand, in the Tehran province, quote, "In the past 4 years we have been reduced from what we were before, and if we do not do something about production and productivity, we will fall behind." He added, quote, "What pains us is that productivity in our country is weak, and if we compare ourselves to Japan and Korea, it would be cause for embarrassment." Noting that Iran's natural resources are, quote, "among the world's richest," and that the country has, quote, "the most intelligent people," and geographically it occupies, quote, "a very valuable place in the world," Rafsanjani asked, quote, "Why should we have to lament the fact that our productivity is weak?" He, who is also the head of the Expediency Council, then went on to emphasize, quote, "Our country is in need of capable and competent managers who would run the country wisely and use all the things to benefit the people." These stories and more at televisionwashington.com.